Well, Donald Trump is now having to try to clean up the mess he made when he said that the Medal of Freedom is equivalent to and much better than the Medal of Honor, which veterans very much did not like. Trump saying that the downside, his exact quote was that the downside is it's better because everyone gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. They're soldiers. They're either in bad shape or they're dead. Whereas when you get the Presidential Medal of Freedom, you're healthy and, in this particular case of Miriam Adelson, a beautiful woman. This is yet another instance of Trump making a disgusting comment towards veterans who have done something Trump would never do, something Trump got doctor's notes in order to be able to say, my bone spurs mean I can't go to Vietnam. And now he's trying to clean it up. The video of him explaining it is wild. Real quick, a word from our sponsor. If you watch my show, you probably follow global politics. And maybe you're like me and you grew up playing strategy games that deal with foreign relations, battling other countries, conquering the world. Risk, the tabletop game, rings a bell. Well, now you can get the exact same fix on your phone with an awesome game for mobile and PC called Conflict of Nations. It is a free online player versus player strategy game where you choose a real country to lead. You can battle up to 128 other players in real-time games that can take weeks to complete. Use lots of different units to build an army, tanks, jets, nuclear submarines. You can declare war on your neighbors or forge alliances with friends. You can choose your own strategy. They are epic battles and take over the world. It's just a game, folks, okay? You can play with the same account on both mobile and PC. When you click the link in the description, you will get 13,000 gold and 1 month of premium subscription for free, only available for the next 30 days. The link is in the description. All right, so here is Trump interviewed. What the hell did you mean about that? He's asked to clean it up. He basically doubles down. He cleans up nothing.
Because many veterans are upset about that, including here in Pennsylvania.
No, I didn't hear that. I only heard when I say better, I would rather in a certain way get it because people that get the Congressional Medal of Honor, which I've given to many, are often horribly wounded or dead. They're often dead.
Trump's playing the accordion with his hands, which is something he does when he's lying and or stressed, which is most of the time.
They get it posthumously. And when you get the Congressional Medal of Honor, I always consider that to be the ultimate, but it is a painful thing to get it. When you get the Presidential Medal of Freedom, it's usually for other things, like you've achieved great success in sports or you've achieved great success someplace else. When you get the Medal of Honor, generally speaking, and I've met many of them and I've seen the families of many of them, this is an incredible honor, but it was a statement that it's much more painful to get because they're oftentimes in very bad shape. I've seen them come up and they've suffered greatly, whereas the Presidential Medal of Freedom, to my knowledge, I don't think anybody suffered other than they've worked hard and they've done great things. One's a military award, one's a civilian award.
So he's basically just restating what he said in what he perceives to be marginally less offensive language. You be the judge as to whether he's cleaned it up. But of course, this guy never apologizes. This guy never says, you know what, I got it wrong. It was the wrong thing. Never, ever, ever. That's part of his egomania. It's part of his narcissism complex. And it's absolutely both hilarious to see him in this position, another self-inflicted error and disaster, but also it's a reminder. All of their principles mean nothing. We're for law and order until Trump commits a bunch of crimes and is convicted. And then all of a sudden, we're no longer for law and order. Or we're for decreasing the deficit until Trump gets in and blows up the deficit even before COVID. So you can't use that as an excuse. Or we are about choice when it comes to people living their lives until all of a sudden it's about women's bodily autonomy. And then Trump cheers that they got Roe v. Wade overturned. So we know all of their principles are bogus when they're inconvenient. Similarly, support the troops gets thrown out the window when Trump wants to make some quip or insult, and it's disgusting. Real quick, don't forget to check out Conflict of Nations, the free online PvP strategy game. They're giving you 13,000 gold and 1 month premium subscription for free when you use my link in the description, only available for the next 30 days.